As Orion decides the next moves we're going to make against the Blackwood Company. There's a few more contracts to do for the Fighters Guild. Apparently there's some kind of problem at a place called Harlan's Watch, just outside of town here. Go see what's up. Any excuse to take a stroll in the countryside out here. I think this, more than anything else, really brings back all the feels of my first experience with Oblivion. It's just the music and the ambient sounds of the wind and your feet stomping through the grass and stuff. It's just, man. Yeah, it really brings it back.
It's been horrible. Horrible.
Uh-oh, well that doesn't sound good.
What's the news from the other parts of town?
We need your help. Hello. You're from the Fighters Guild, I presume. It's good that you've arrived. We need your help with some disappearances. Some folks reported seeing strange lights near the old swampy cave. We sent folks to investigate them, but haven't seen them since. We need help. They started appearing a few nights ago. Odd, flickering lights. In the morning, there was nothing to see. But they were there at night. Be careful.
I know what this is. I have to be talking about wisps. These things can actually be pretty nasty. They're worse than wraiths when it comes to cursing you. Draining you and damaging your attributes and abilities and stuff. Yeah, this. Take that. Imps. We're near that cave where we went for the Dark Brotherhood. One of the dead drops. I believe it was either the sorcerer that was trying to turn himself into a lich, or it was the lady with all the bears and spriggans and stuff. Did she have spriggans? I don't know if she had spriggans. I know she had a bunch of bears and mountain lions and stuff, though. Yep, there they are. Alright, come on. Yeah, you can see him draining. Will-o-the-wisps were surrounding a cave. Alright, let's see if we can actually kill this thing. Yep. Do some damage. Oh, man. I might actually want that. I think they drop glow dust? Pretty sure it's glow dust. Come on. Certainly don't feel like fighting 2 or 3 of these at the same time. Yeah, we got them both. Damn it. Nice. Okay, I thought they'd be a little worse than that. That's why we have a summons around. Need a tank, man. RPGs need a tank. Go ahead and empty my Azura Star. Get everything ready. Well, crap. A lot of times these caves will do like a loop. Unless there's some of the really big ones that have like back doors and everything. Very good. Okay, well that's not a wisp, obviously. Ah, okay, so this one little side path is just a treasure room? Well, I'm down with that. Alright, lots of enchanted stuff popping up in the chests now. So why are there wisps outside the cave and trolls inside? And then my question would be, what does the Blackwood Company have to do with this? I don't want to see their hand in everything, but, you know? Trolls sound so sad when they're dying. Nice. Always looking to sell stuff like that. No, I don't know what I'm going to do with all my money, but still. Always goes back to the old adage, there's never too much gold. I like this 2-second heal spell. That's a little better. I think my last one was 3 seconds, and the idea was to reduce the cost of it a little bit by making it last a little longer. But the problem is it lasted too long. I'm sitting there waiting for my healing spell to time out before I can cast it again. They're getting on my Atronach, aren't they? I can use this troll fat for poisons. This is actually a good thing. Well, I'm just going to let them duke it out. A lot of trolls here. Like, a lot. I guess we're doing the townspeople a favor, though, by getting rid of them. True enough. Might as well. Inside the swampy cave, I found the corpses of the townfolk that are missing. Trolls have been feeding on the people weakened by the will-o'-the-wisps. Okay. Well, it's good to see they're working together. You know, teamwork and everything, right? Edward, Daniil. And zombies. Well, that's disgusting. Alright, well, back to clearing out the trolls. Leave a few here, and the will-o'-the-wisps come back, and next thing you know, they're right back where they started. So I say we just exterminate the problem altogether. Very good. You start hitting them with a few. They start building up a little bit and doing a tiny bit of damage. I swore I saw his health move that time. You know, I'm totally down with this expert level spells with the master skill level. They're really cheap to cast. Oops. Take that. See me block that that swing? I haven't really been practicing with blocking as I should have. My skill shows it too. I don't even think it's at 50 yet. It's kind of shitty considering I'm running around primarily with melee weapon. I think this is the least archery I've ever done playing an Elder Scrolls game, period. Between this and Skyrim, archery is usually, well, it's a way to get things done, but with the reduced damage, aside from hitting targets over time and letting your effects stack, archery isn't quite as viable. I mean, I'm sure there's ways to do it, but it would still be a matter of combining spells along with your the use of your bow and stuff like that, and having in summons. But a lot of enemies, I don't know, maybe it's just my bad marksmanship, but they, especially the mages and stuff, move so quickly. They seem to dodge my arrows more often than not. Okay, what do we have? At least 3 trolls in this cavern right here. In the middle of combat, oh, I think I'll just take a look in here. You know, I understand by necessity that certain things like this, getting into the menu, picking locks, probably even dealing with merchants and stuff, required the clock to stop, so to speak. I'm guessing. It would be kind of cool, and it would incorporate a new challenge, especially into gameplays where stealth and stuff like that is a thing, where time keeps passing. Like if guards are walking by, they don't just stop magically because you start picking a lock type of thing. You know, time doesn't stand still. That all that stuff still carries on, and you know, needing to time what you do, give yourself a little bit of time. It seems like I played a game like that before, where you basically it became more of a time trial. Is, you know, you're going to have like a little 5-second window to pick a lock while nobody was looking, or try to, you know, get through a little spot or an area or whatever, and you know, you had to have some skill. Whatever the little mini game was to pick the lock, you had to do it in that certain window, or else you got busted. That would be a cool element to incorporate into something like this. Downside is healing in combat. I mean, pausing the action to be able to do so. I've seen enemies heal pretty quick too, because, well, spellcasting is almost instant, right? For the mages and stuff. Don't really see melee-based enemies healing a lot, though. Not really. Seems like if they don't have magic, then the NPCs don't really get to use potions. Why would this thing die? Must be out of charge. Damn. I wonder if he killed himself. Probably. My amulet does reflect some damage. That son of a bitch. He just was not going to die. Someone had left me a message criticizing Oblivion's basically irrelevant base weapon damage and stuff on this difficulty, and I don't view it as a bad thing. I view it as something that requires incorporating everything the game has to offer in combat, where, you know, a melee weapon alone, you know, just base weapon damage alone, and some spell damage alone isn't going to do much either. If you use just a simple basic fire spell by itself. Okay, in the tutorial it's bad enough where you got to hit a rat like, what, 5 times with a fireball just to kill him, type of thing. That tells you that later on spells by themselves aren't going to do anything. You have to, debuff your enemies. Weaken them to whatever damage you're doing to kind of compensate for the discrepancy between the damage you're doing and the damage they're taking, and vice versa. Yeah, I actually look at that as a good thing. Any game that at least influences you to utilize everything that it has available to enrich your game experience, what can be wrong with that? And nothing in my opinion. Wow, okay. Every single time we get to a new spot, there's like 2 or 3 ways to go. Something tells me this is probably going to loop around also. Oh, I hear another troll. I swear, every time we turn a corner, there's 2 more turns to take. Huh. That's cool. We keep coming up on new chests, so... Alright, let's see. this looks familiar. Yeah, okay, we've already been through here. Okay, there was a second turn-off back in this room, I think. Okay. This is where those 3 ogres were. Do we loop around? Okay, still have that. Right? The left tunnel. Looks like we can curve around up to the right up there. Okay, so last time we went over that way and it curled around underneath, probably where we're walking right now. It's like, hello? I hear you. How many are we going to have this time? At least 2. I hit him. Nice. Oh, I know he felt that. I remember there being upgrades in Skyrim for, oh, nice. Killed all the trolls. Well, that's good. Glad it updated me and let me know I'd be looking around for trolls all day long. In Skyrim and this one, there are power attacks, like sideways power attacks, backwards power attacks and stuff. And I don't utilize them that much. The lunging one, I do use that sometimes to cover a little bit of ground. But like sideways and backwards, I don't know. Never really incorporated that much. I think with Skyrim Remastered coming out, and there are definite skill bonuses for those particular moves, might become more accustomed to using that. With me, combat is always a thing of habit with RPGs. I get accustomed to a certain, I don't know, I guess, style of play, and it's kind of hard to get off of that. Once I get an idea of something that works for me, type of thing, it's hard to do new stuff. Bad news, all your friends are dead. Good news, the trolls are gone, so you probably won't be missing any more people. At least not to wisps and trolls. Of course, with the Blackwood Company still around, if you put up another contract, I wouldn't doubt that they would come in and do something really nasty to interfere.
Please, see if you can't find our friends who have disappeared. Oh no, you believe trolls killed them? That's horrible. Good that you killed all of the trolls, though. Please take this with our gratitude. What a pity.
What's it? Strange. The way she was talking? Did she have something to do with those wisps and trolls? And then playing it off as if she had us come in to help, but, huh. Inflict damage and fortify strength. Very cool. Yeah, something seems a little cheap about reflecting a bunch of damage and being basically immune to spells also. That doesn't yeah, that doesn't sound very fun to me.
You're supposed to be helping out the folks at Harlan's Watch. What's the status? Trolls, huh? And drawn in by will-o'-the-wisps? There's some lousy luck for you. Well, here's your payment. Afraid to say, I don't have any more contracts for you. I don't think Azan has any either. You did pretty good work, Meat. I've got nothing else for you. You've cleared every contract we've got on the books. That's some good work. You're now promoted to Champion of the Fighters Guild. You outrank me now, so there's certainly no more I can do for you. You might check with an old friend of yours, though. Rumor has it that Orion's looking for you. You didn't hear it from me, though. Good work and good luck. There's really no more I can promote you. After all, you do outrank me.
Yeah, I think if we weren't friends,
Take care.
he'd have probably had something really funny to say right there, involving the word meat at some point. Orion, he's not supposed to tell me that Orion wanted to talk to me, huh? Well, that doesn't sound good. Alright, well, I guess we'll go find out what that's about. Appreciate you watching. If you want to subscribe, you can click that button up top. If you want to catch the rest of this playthrough, you can click that image in the middle. It should send you straight to the playlist. Appreciate you hanging out. Hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. I will see you on the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.